Welcome everyone to episode 478 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Welcome, live every day at 12 noon Eastern Time. You can catch all the episodes on YouTube and listen to the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. Just type in Swolenormous anywhere. It's a Sunday Funday, chill Q&A. It's also National Game of Thrones finale day, so welcome. Got some awesome 90s tunes kicking. Let me know if it's too loud.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Miss Jackson, so if you can hear it, let me know. If it's too loud, let me know. We are gonna chill, we are gonna rock. I'm just gonna give you the lay down and the lowdown. It's every day, bro. Every day on the Daily Swole. Welcome, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me just get that angle right. What's going on, fam? What is up? It's chill. Can you guys hear the music okay? Yep. So what's been going on this week and what we're doing for the following week is exciting shit. Last Thursday in my premium group, we did a workshop on movement assessment. So last week we've been talking about movement assessment. So if it's your first Daily Swole, first off, you gotta comment. If it's your first Daily Swole, you gotta drop it below. Let's see, today is Sunday, so obviously tonight is Game of Thrones evening, Game of Thrones Eve, which is very exciting. So if you're a Game of Thrones fan, we can talk about that a little bit. You can ask some questions, talk some theories. Who knows? And what's also awesome is today, obviously, I have links in my description. Hey, Jen, what's going on? I have links in the description. So some of you got an email yesterday, the day before, and a bunch of you are going to get an email tonight at midnight, tonight by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Tonight by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time, so you still have about 12 hours. I'm offering with my 90-day dash program a one-on-one coaching call. So if you're watching and it's your first time watching live and you're just joining the community, if you click the link in the description, program.swolenormous.com, if you're interested in thinking on the fence about starting a fitness program, by tonight at midnight, I'm offering a one-on-one coaching call with purchase of my 90-day dash program. So that's totally awesome. And also, of course, when you join my premium group, my private community, a lot of you are in premium right now. What up, premium? What up, fam? I'll be posting a nutrition video in there again today too, by the way. You also get to sign up for a one-on-one call. So now also with the purchase of the 90-day program, you're gonna get a one-on-one call, but only today with the program. So make sure you check that link out. And if you're on the fence about it, if you have any questions, just message me. And that offer ends tonight with the 90-day dash. So I got my coffee, I got the tunes, DJ Swoleo's here. So let's have a chat. Let's talk some questions. Yesterday I had a absolutely fire episode about nutrition, talking about what foods to eliminate. So if you have nutrition questions, drop it down. If you have fitness questions, drop it down. As the comments pop up, I'll answer them as quickly and as efficiently as I possibly can. And let's start shooting the shit. So pop my bulletproof coffee in the house. Did I watch the fight? Yeah, I did watch the fight. And what are my thoughts? It was a fish out of water. I think a lot of people had high hopes for McGregor, but it just comes down to when you have your entire life and all that experience, you just can't erase that. It's just skill set. It's skill set and it's experience. And it's, no surprise. There's a reason why odds were in Mayweather's favor. There's a reason why odds were in Mayweather's favor, because obviously he won, but there's a reason why when you are that damn good, there's a skill set that doesn't disappear that quickly. Not to mention Mayweather's not the average boxer that's 40 years old. He's not the average person that, he's not the average boxer. He's one of the greatest boxers of his generation, any generation, you know, at his body weight. So, or ever. So he knows the art, he knows the skill, he knows the rules, he knows how to play it, he knows how to avoid, he knows the point game better. And there's only so much you can learn specifically in a year or a year and a half, you know, no matter how good a fighter McGregor is. The cool thing is, and the cool thing that I think everyone should, you know, make clear, it's that McGregor was in Mayweather's house. You know, he was in his territory. Obviously, it's amazing that McGregor could stand toe-to-toe for as long as he did with Mayweather, whereas Mayweather couldn't stand maybe 6 seconds in the octagon with McGregor. Like, this could not and would never go the other direction. It could never go the other direction. McGregor would murder him, and everyone knows that. So, I mean, this is just in this sport with these rules. I thought it was actually hilarious how, like, McGregor kept on camera punching. Just, he couldn't help it. He couldn't help it. Put his head down. It's like, why are you putting your head down? Bunk. I was laughing my ass off every time he did that. What's going on, Mike? Don't want to bulk up by working out, but I know that's the next step. What do I do? Bobby, I'm not sure what question you're asking there, dear. You don't want to bulk up by working out, but I know that's the next step. Why is it the next step? And you're a female. You're not going to bulk up by working out. Don't be afraid of lifting heavy weights. That's going to hold you back. You said in previous videos, Antonio, not to eat corn, milk, peanuts. That's practically all I eat in a day. And it's very inflammatory because you are what your food ate. So the chicken you ate, especially if you're in the United States, you're eating antibiotic and grain-fed chicken. Peanuts you're allergic to. Cereals are made with corn and grain. Corn and milk are highly inflammatory. What are the alternatives for cereals and Greek yogurt or other milk products? Not eating them. Eating real food. Eating real food. You shouldn't be eating cereals. You have to eliminate that stuff, and your addictions are going to make you feel like you're craving it. But you should be avoiding Greek yogurt. You could have things like goat milk. You could look for A2 products, A2 casein products. You can, almond milk, depending on if it's sweetened or if it's stabilized with, carrageenan and other things. But that's the thing. You should be eating real food. Cereals and Greek yogurt, I mean, that's not going to be benefiting you much anyway. More cardio, more lifting. More lifting. Peanut butter is my biggest vice. What's your opinion on it? Peanut butter is bad. You're allergic to it. Don't eat it. It's a bean, not a nut. And it's high in omega-6s, not to mention there's lectins in it that your body doesn't digest. It causes inflammation, which will cause fat storage, and it'll damage your gut. Whey and casein protein, what's better to use? Neither, actually. You shouldn't be doing whey or casein protein. No supplements. You don't need bodybuilding supplements. They're not good for you. How many times cardio a week? I don't do cardio. I don't recommend cardio. You can lose weight and get in great shape with lifting and just proper nutrition. What are good foods to eat? That's too general a question. What's good foods to eat? What's your favorite on-the-go breakfast? Food. Food. Either I'll have my bulletproof coffee, and I'll do a little fast, like I just won't eat breakfast. I'll have my coffee, or I'll have, some scrambled eggs, some kale, I'll have some sweet potatoes. If you're from Italy, you have different quality cows and bread and stuff than we have in the United States. All right, Steven, I have a very sore, painful back muscle right now. I think from sleeping on it weirdly the other night. Would foam rolling be recommended? Where in your back? You should not be foam rolling your lower back. It depends on why it's sore. Would yoga be advised? Well, if turning causes, you can do yoga, just don't go through any pain. Don't hurt yourself, just go through what the body will allow. If you are come to go out and have drinks, what's a drink on the healthy side? Red wine. Now I'm a lot more strict in the last, in some of these videos than before, because I always ate very healthy and very similar to what I'm really pushing hard now for all of you to make a big change, because I've come across a lot of research and I've been motivated to really take my own nutrition a lot more strict. And you're coming in some of my videos, you're watching me eat Sour Patch Kids and drinking some beer, and I didn't really do it that often, and it was you know, kind of like my only things that I would kind of cheat on, but you know, enough of that. So in reality, I mean, I always said that it wasn't really good for you, and bad for you. So this is just me tightening it up and holding myself accountable and putting it out there and letting you know how I'm going through this. And I'm documenting this all in my premium group. So those of you that are in premium, you know I've been documenting this. And I actually have another video that I'll be posting for my private group today. My personal trainer is pretty skinny. She squats at least 100 pounds. I mean, girls should be strong. Girls should be strong. There's no reason why women shouldn't be lifting heavy weights. What is your skincare routine? What do you mean? I shower. Don't use bad soaps. Don't scrub too hard. You know, only shower when you're really dirty. My skincare routine. Are you saying I have pretty skin? It comes down to the nutrition, actually. A good skincare routine is an amazing diet. Quit using powders. I feel way weaker. That's mental. That's mental. I don't know what you mean by powders, like whey protein powders. That's placebo. That's total placebo. Yeah. I wish, Miles, I wish that lifting heavy was that easy. It's like, oh, I don't want to lift heavy. I don't want to get big. I wish it was that easy. Like you just lifted heavy and just fucking got huge. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Is there a good kind of bread? Whole grain. Whole grain is actually the worst kind of bread. You should never have whole grain bread. Whole grain is extremely bad for you. Whole grains are not something you should be consuming. There might be some breads out there like with coconut, but sometimes these other breads, because they have to stabilize it somehow, they'll add like chia seeds or something that you shouldn't be consuming into it. So you don't need breads. There are things like paleo wraps and stuff that might be made with ingredients that are more easily digestible, but whole grain bread, especially by by any standards, but whole grain bread is a no-no. No. Red wine for the win. Mid-back muscle. I feel it next to the spine, an inch down. You could foam roll that, sure. I mean, I would, probably. And if you did any kind of yoga, just don't push through pain. If you're really damaged and really in pain, avoid it. Like, don't push it too hard, but, you know, foam rolling could really help it out. I would recommend, Anthony, to watch yesterday's episode. Watch yesterday's episode of the Daily Swole, because we talked about the foods that are important not to eat. And that whole episode talked about foods that are good and bad to eat. And plus I just rapid fired a bunch of them off right now. Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate it. Did I enjoy the fight last night? I did. It was fun. At least there were some punches thrown this time. Boxing's still pretty boring, honestly. But this was more like a circus entertainment rather than like a real sport match. Does grass-fed beef have certain amount of like other beef? Well, I mean, certain amount of like other beef. No, that's fat, and you're talking about 93.7 is how lean the meat is. You know, but you shouldn't be eating too much grass-fed beef. I'm cutting down my grass-fed beef consumption dramatically. I'm 5'9" and 183. What's your calorie intake be? If you're trying to eat the right foods, don't worry about your calorie intake. You're trying to cut, I mean, 5'9", 183, did you bulk enough? Like, do you have enough muscle mass to be cutting? Like, what are you trying to cut? A lot of times excess weight can be lost by cutting down inflammation from bad foods. And I'm not even joking. Like, a lot of extra weight that everyone carries, I think, oh man, I need to cut calories to still trim extra body fat. It's because you're eating inflammatory foods. And when you're eating foods that cause your stomach inflammation, you store body fat. So fat storage goes up when you have inflammation. So if you take out the inflammation, fat storage goes down and hormones regulate. Because a lot of you are eating foods that mimic hormones like estrogen that store body fat and give you bitch tits and breakout acne and poor skin quality and stuff like that, and joint pain. And a lot of you are also causing inflammation that's increasing your fat storage. If you ever feel like you lose everything you've worked for, then you've worked what? I can't take any days off. Why can't you take a day off? That's a mind game. No, you're not gonna lose everything if you take a day off. Now here's another interesting thing. It depends on the nutrition too, because if your diet's wrong, it's gonna affect you from building muscle too, because if your gut lining is damaged, it's gonna be hard for you to absorb nutrients to gain weight, not just lose weight. Awesome, Lance. I hope to see you there, bro. Yeah, everyone that's in premium, today I'm gonna be posting that's the video I'm posting today. So those of you that are in my premium group, I am gonna be posting the kale smoothie, the fruitless smoothie that you guys have been asking me about. The kale smoothie. So I made it this time without fruit, just like some lemon and lime juice. But I'm posting that video in premium today. I might do that after I sign off here. I know a lot of you have been asking me for that in premium, so that just popped into my head. My carnivore beef protein, I make like 2 or 3 shakes a day, replace it with chicken and sweet potatoes. I don't feel the same results. Dude, don't forget, when you change your nutrition, and everyone, not just Mike, when you change your nutrition, it takes a few weeks. Remember, when you stop eating certain foods and you start eating better foods, also be careful with too much chicken there, Mike. And make sure it's pastured. If you're eating regular store-bought chicken, you're gonna be eating a lot of junk because the chicken's poisoned and fed grain and shit. But whenever you change your food, it takes like a few weeks, like 3, 4, 6 weeks for the bacteria to shift over. So just because you change, like, hey, I'm not eating that, you're not gonna, you might feel a difference mentally in the next day or so, but you're not really changing over how your body digests and processes nutrients for a few weeks. So it takes time. A splash of honey or maple syrup, high sugar, it's gonna cause you to store fat more often than not. Especially if these things are out of season. A splash of honey or maple syrup. If you're gonna use honey, I would limit it and use completely raw, unprocessed, not like the liquid, juicy, wet honey. A lot of that stuff's very, very processed and high in sugar, extremely high in sugar. Insulin, honey or maple syrup and coffee. Oof. Sounds strange to me. My first MCT rush. MCT oil is fantastic. Whole wheat, it's like my life, and that's a huge problem. If whole wheat's your life, it means you have massive gut inflammation. And don't forget, everyone has different sensitivities to these lectins and these proteins, but whole grain is not good for anyone. Like, we shouldn't be consuming whole grain, especially the GMO grains that you're consuming in your bread. Whole wheat is not your life. It's it's damaging your life. Eliminate it. Eliminate it. What's your favorite lift? All of them. I love working out. I don't even think, I love training calves, but I don't think of anything as a favorite because I don't want to bias anything. David, my girlfriend's listening to you and wants to know if you have a degree in nutrition. I don't know the answer to her question. A degree in nutrition. First off, degrees in anything do not mean a command of material. And a degree in nutrition, certainly, with fucking nutrition, I would not trust someone with a degree in nutrition, honestly, because the way things are taught in school, I wouldn't trust someone with a degree in nutrition with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't trust a word they said. You have to do your own research, especially when it comes to nutrition. And I have a degree in exercise science, and when it comes to nutrition, I know, here's the thing. You have to have a level of intelligence to be able to pick out and decipher and be able to notice and recognize when real information and when the proper research is legit. And I know good shit when I see it and when I read it. I understand how the body works on an anatomical level because I taught it for years. Hold on, helicopter. Coming after the games. Also, when it comes to a molecular level and a chemical level, organic chemistry, I aced my organic chemistry classes and my higher level organic classes. So I got hundreds and all that stuff. So I really understand like the dynamics of what the body does on a cellular level and how it actually works. So I have a very, very, very strong base of understanding. So, and I've done a lot of my own research, and I'm referring to resources of people smarter in the field than I am in terms of their own personal research and scientific research. So a lot of the content that I'm quoting and that I'm referring and relaying to you was done by elite heart surgeons and a lot of scientific research and trial and error and experimentation and proof. So I have all that reading material in my premium group, and we've been discussing it a lot in my premium group. So yeah, but thanks for asking. And yeah, I am highly educated, and I've educated and I've taught personal trainers to be personal trainers for teaching them for certification exams. I've opened gyms. I've done training videos. I've done seminars and in-person speaking a lot, and I've just been in the field a lot. I know what's the bullshit and what's the good shit. When I lift with my legs, I default and use my lower legs, correct? I don't know why this happens. My upper leg muscles don't engage. Your lower part of legs, all muscle, can't get upper. The question cuts off, Teresa. I'm gonna have to look at that later because I don't understand your question, dear. I went vegan after watching What the Health a month ago, still having trouble losing weight. The secret is not being a vegan. It's not about being a vegan because you're eating vegetables and you're still eating proteins that are bad for you. So if you're a lot of vegans are fat because they're still eating whole grains, which are garbage. A lot of vegans eat peanut butter, which is garbage. It's a bean, not a nut. That's why movies like What the Health that don't have all the answers. That's why I'm telling you, paleo, keto, vegan, there are a lot of loopholes. Do you need to eat meat? No. But you can definitely make good choices and keep your animal protein intake limited and see amazing, amazing results. So it's not about being a vegan, it's about eliminating the bad lectin. So a lot of vegans eat a ton of fruit, but you're eating a ton of fruit out of season that are high in lectin content, and it's destroying your gut. Soy is bad, yeah, fuck that. I quit eating those inflammatory foods 10 weeks. 4 weeks ago, 10 pounds gone within the first 2 weeks. Yes, inflammation affects weight gain, it affects muscle gain, it affects weight loss, absolutely. Creatine hydrochloride, I haven't taken creatine. If you eat, beef, meat, you get creatine. Creatine's a pretty proven supplement, but, I'm not convinced it's really necessary. Like, what are you trying to accomplish? More lean beef than chicken. Chicken is generally crap unless it's pastured chicken, but it has to be grass-fed beef. It's not about being lean. It's about being 100% grass-fed and grass-finished. Gabriella. Sugar. MC2 oil is medium chain triglycerides. It's from coconut oil. Best source of protein, vegetables, leafy greens. For example, wild fish, pastured eggs, grass-fed beef. No whole grains, no grains. The pit shark is for squatting. Yes, with a belt around the waist, it's awesome. Get to the chopper. A degree is a joke these days. It's just what they're taught. Why do you want to listen to someone that has a degree that's been taught by people with archaic information? You're being taught by the wrong people. The wrong information is being taught to people, and then, okay, so you're going to tell me you're just going to play telephone with the wrong information? Fuck that. Oatmeal, don't eat oatmeal. Cut that out. What time do you wake up and what time do you work out? I wake up at all different hours. I work out whenever I can. Sometimes I work out super early. Sometimes I work out in the afternoon, evening. Lifting in the morning before eating, good or bad? Good. I love working out in the morning. And if I work out first thing in the morning, I'm not going to eat first. I'm 34, Jim. What's the difference between your premium and the 90-day dash? The 90-day dash program, my 90-day dash program, and all these links are in the description. It's a 90-day full fitness program with like 32 or 33 videos, workout sheets and logs. It's really the whole, like a fitness program, a straight fitness program. There's a group attached to it, so you do have a little community, but it's really strictly a fitness program. So if you need workouts, if you need a workout routine, a workout schedule, what exercise to do, videos to show you what exercise to do, how to do the exercises, how to progress the exercise, how to make them easier, the 90-day dash program is for you. So that's like a workout program. My premium group is my community, where we have a lot of open discussion, live workshops weekly, a lot of one-on-one member spotlight interviews, contributor content from the members, a lot of exercise demonstrations. It's very educational, a lot of nutritional content. So my premium group is really like my community. Premium is the hub. Premium is the foundation. Premium, like I always recommend premium no matter what. Most people do the 90-day dash and premium because the community and the accountability and the support from premium is second to none. And plus I do a lot of one-on-one calls with premium members. So most people, and I highly recommend if you're gonna do the 90-day dash to also do Swolenormous Premium, and anyone that's in both right now can drop a couple positive comments below, because you can explain it and you can relay the information just as well as I can, or better, because it's from your perspective. So My favorite fish. I love sardines. I love sardines. But there's a lot of good fish out there as long as it's wild. You just want to make sure you're not eating fish that are really big because they're higher in mercury content. I dropped 8 pounds. I stopped eating bread and drinking milk on a daily basis. Yeah, high in sugar and plus foods you can't digest. See, when you drop foods, you can lose weight. I used to work out 6 days a week. I'm just too tired to go 6 days. Boost energy. What I suggest boost energy, you got to eat better. Start drinking more water. And you work late nights, so I mean, the sleep is why you're not having energy. So you can have some coffee. That's going to boost energy temporarily. 6 days a week is not too much to work out, but it depends. You don't necessarily have to isolate chest day if you're a natural lifter. You can do like an upper body day or a push-pull. You might feel more dynamic and more energy if you're using multiple muscles when you do your workouts. What about turkey? Most turkey is going to be fed a ton of antibiotics. You can make better choices. Wild game is also good. Turkey is usually fed the same crap like chicken. So mass-produced, fed grain. Flax seeds are okay. Chia seeds are not okay. So flax seeds, but not chia seeds. I was actually exposed to that information recently. So chia seeds are an American, or the American continents. They're grown here. So our bodies, because we're from Africa and Asia, we do not have the genetic coding and the genetic, processes and the ability to digest chia seeds. That's toxic to us. Do I use any supplements at all? Not at this time. I'll probably will be taking some kind of either glutamine supplement for gut repair, maybe some vitamin D, or maybe some, maybe like a high quality food based, vegetable blend could be beneficial because we don't get a lot of variety in our diets. But in terms of like a supplement for fitness, like do I take pre-workout anymore? No. Do I take any of those protein powders and shit like that? No. In a trainer, I hate working out alone. Well, Nick, I mean, either you get a trainer locally, which, will be expensive, you pay by the hour, or you could also hook into my premium and my 90-day dash program, which you're going to save a ton of money, and you're going to get a lot of support, and you can use that information and apply it by going to the gym. You're not really alone when you have a whole group of, several hundred people supporting you, plus you have a whole program that breaks it all down for you. So something to think about, Nick. And again, everyone, with the program and 90-day dash, all the links are in the description of this post. So if you have any questions, you can message me, but all the links are up there if you want more information. Flaxseed is an estrogen food. I'm not sure where you're getting that information. Flax seeds are usually are good for you, as long as they're not GMO. Flax seeds are on the approved list. Yeah, a lot of people don't know where to start, and that's where a lot of us are coming from. We don't know where to start, or we're learning that we never started in the right place. So going back and reanalyzing where we started and where we've been and where we want to go, that can help us take the next step in the journey. 24-ounce porterhouse steaks before leg day. That's a lot of meat. You better be doing like a meat fast for the next few days. That's a ton of meat. Plus a 24 porterhouse steak is probably fed grains, so you're eating a big corn steak, which is not a good thing. Yeah, Declan, cool. Enjoy. What's your normal meal plan for one day? I don't have time to answer that question right now. A normal meal plan. I go over that. I've been going over what I'm eating in my premium group. That's a big question. My normal whole meal plan. I'm not going to break that down here. Where do you get this information on nutrition? Do you read research papers? If so, which? Antonio, I think you said you're not in my premium group. We have that book there. The Plant Paradox is an amazing reading material. And I have like some PDFs also in there as well. And it's great to do research on your own, but it's also great to find people that are highly educated and highly skilled and experts in their field that do proper research for you. And it saves you time. And when you know what to look for, you know how to sift through the bullshit. And I certainly do when it comes to nutrition. I just entered remission from stage 3 because of the treatments. Oh, well, good for you. I lost weight insanely fat. Okay, your question cuts off, Misty, but I would highly look into everything that I'm talking about with nutrition because doing a lot of these high keto, lectin-free diets can eliminate a lot of cancers. and improve greatly. This is your church now, Declan. I love it. You got it, Nick. You got it. I will find the information and share it with you. Okay, I have information for you too. You don't have to. You don't have to share it with me. It's fine. It'll save us both the time. You know, don't forget, a lot of times, like, where you're consuming these things can be coded if they're genetically modified too. They can mimic hormones, but I have not seen anything that suggests that flax seeds will cause those types of problems. Oftentimes, it's what else you're consuming that is raising estrogen. And a lot of these studies are also skewed sometimes because they'll do a test with one thing, but they're not eliminating other things that are really doing the raising of these hormones, and they don't even notice it, and it affects the study. Do you need to eat it? No, you don't need to eat every 3 hours. How do you get premium? There's a link in the description, premium.swolenormous.com. And also there's links here on my Facebook page. There's links like in the shop area. There's a link to premium. There's a link to the 90-day. But I have both of the links for both the program and premium in the post description here. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. How much a week do you typically spend on groceries? I don't track it. I mean, $100 maybe, 200, depends. I don't really track, when I'm spending, like, okay, if I go twice, sometimes I go twice to the grocery store. Sometimes I don't go. Sometimes I go more often because I get more fresh vegetables and stuff. So I don't know exactly, but sometimes these foods are more expensive up front. Like, you'll buy something in larger quantity and it's more expensive, but it's, you don't buy it every day. What time we got here? So, but you have to think about your nutrition as you're buying food now, you're buying or spending money up front. And a lot of people don't want to spend more money up front. They'd rather eat poison and hurt themselves. And then in the long term, they end up paying more for medical bills, and they pay with their health. So you have to understand that aspect too. Like, are you sacrificing your health now for the future? Would something like yoga be best? Yes, yoga is amazing. That's why yoga is a huge part of my 90-day dash program. I actually have a live yoga, full yoga flow in my premium group. And I actually also have a live yoga group where it's weekly live yoga classes that I have an amazing instructor teach. So Misty, you can message me if you have any questions about strict yoga. If you're going to a local class, that's awesome, but yoga is amazing. That's a foundation for my workout program, and I push yoga all the time. Yoga's great. How do you know if something's genetically modified or not? It'll usually say on the packaging, hopefully. It can say made without genetically modified ingredients. You can do your own research. If you know where it's coming from, you can ask the farmer or message them, or depends. How do you know? That's a problem. Sometimes we don't know, but most corn and soy are all genetically modified. Most. And they're not good anyway, even if you get it not genetically modified. But most of it's, soy is not as bad in some cases. I think it's kind of approved if it's not genetically modified, but most of it is. Preach the gains. Back exercise to help my will cover my grams. Yes, I do have corrective exercise. I have a lot of that in my premium group. We did a workshop on corrective exercise about 2 weeks ago. Corrective exercise. I might have some videos you can find on my YouTube channel, but corrective exercise like hip bridges, activating the glutes, stability, some entry-level yoga flows would be fantastic, or should be for car accidents, so long as you're approved for exercise, if you're cleared by a medical professional for physical activity. So sorry to hear you're in a car accident, but make sure the inflammation's down before you start cranking on it. All right, good questions, everyone. Yeah, the live yoga is awesome. Yoga is amazing. So I got some premium one-on-one calls in about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna be speaking with some of you on the phone that are in my premium group. Some of you scheduled calls with me today at 1. Tonight, Game of Thrones, super excited about that. Working out hardcore? No, Missy, don't just start working out hardcore. No, you gotta ease into it. If you're interested in lifting weights, Misty, I highly recommend my fitness program, my 90-day dash, because it has yoga, and it does, you can do yoga on your own as well, but it gets you into lifting weights properly. It's not working out hardcore. That's definitely not the answer, especially when you're getting back into it. So Sunday Funday, it's amazing day. I hope you enjoy your coffee. Hope you enjoy your day off if you have it. If you don't have a day off, it's still another day to fucking make some sick gains. I'm gonna try to do I did arms yesterday, but like a light workout, and I feel like I wanna pump today. I feel like I wanna get my pump on, and I'm looking forward to talking to some of you. I'm looking forward to this community really, really growing. I feel like I don't know. I feel like the quality of the people that are coming into this community, just like even on the Daily Show, not just Premium is ridiculous. I love that family so much, but like everyone else here, even like those that are just coming in, like it's awesome. So thank you so much for your support. Great questions. Some of the questions you asked me, if I skipped over it or I glossed over it, it's just sometimes those questions are so big and so in depth, I just can't sit here for 10, 15 minutes or an hour and just talk your ear off for it. It's just too much content sometimes. But I highly recommend checking out all my videos here. Listen to my podcast. You can type in Swolenormous on SoundCloud or iTunes. You can watch all the previous episodes of Daily Swole. You can watch them here in the timeline. You can also watch them on YouTube, and also follow me on Instagram. So, yes, yoga's amazing, Nate. Yoga, fucking yoga is awesome. There's a reason why I have yoga in my 90-day dash program. There's a reason why I talk about yoga and have a full yoga flow in my premium group. There's a reason why I have another full group with weekly live yoga classes called Live Yoga. There's a reason why I push yoga so hard. And in all the content and the programs that I'm working on creating, they're all heavily based around yoga because it's an amazing practice, it's an amazing art, and it's amazing mental, physical, and physiological benefit to the body. Yoga is phenomenal. So if you have any questions, about the program, if you have any about the 90-day dash program, if you have any questions about premium, you have any questions about all of this, message me right here on Facebook and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But remember, in terms of all the deets, the links are in the description. Premium.swolenormous.com to join my private accountability group with workshops, nutrition, videos, and amazing community and support, and program.swolenormous.com for my 90-day dash program. And all that stuff, the links are in the description, and also you might see some links in the shop here on my Facebook page. So check it out. Message me if you have any questions. Flex them if you got them. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 478 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. I hope you enjoy stroking a good beard if it's yours, or find someone locally where you can get a good beard stroke in. I highly recommend it, especially on a Sunday. And those of you that are in my premium group and doing the programs, I appreciate you answering questions that people are popping up, because you are better to answer them than I am. So stay for a couple minutes afterwards, look through the comments. If you are in my premium group or you are in the 90-day dash program and you see some people asking questions, please drop a response. Do me a favor, because you might get there before I do, because you are the ones that are literally in the program and you can explain it from the horse's mouth, because that's even more valuable than what I will say about it. But I'll follow up really quickly. I appreciate it. Get your pump on. I'll see some of you in premium in a little bit when I post that video, and I'll be having some one-on-one calls with some of you in a few minutes. I'm looking forward to that as well. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose. Have an awesome rest of your Sunday. For episode 478 tomorrow, I'll see you all for 479. Enjoy Game of Thrones tonight. Don't miss it. Later.